Hey guys, it's David here, and it's currently day 275. I hope you guys had a good day and are doing better than yesterday. But the time is currently 5:07. Now, I feel absolutely tired because I woke up, as you guys can see, 30 minutes earlier than usual. And that is because my shift requires me to get up a little bit earlier as I do want to fit in my morning workout before I go to my work. So, that being said, I did have to sacrifice about 30 minutes of sleep, but that's okay because that's not a big issue as I managed to fall asleep last night pretty easily. Therefore, I got my 7 hours of sleep. So I'm ready to get up, ready to shower, and get ready for work. So let's not waste a moment because otherwise that would defeat the purpose of me getting up so early. So, that being said, I'll see you guys in a bit, but today will be an amazing day because I will have control over my mind. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Hey guys, it's currently 1:12 and just came back from another shift, another exciting and long shift. And I have to admit it, guys, I am actually enjoying working for someone. I'm enjoying it. Although I know this is an initial dopamine hit, something new, and we always enjoy new excitements. So it is expected that after a while I'm gonna start hating the job. But to be honest, guys, my purpose to get a job is, first of all, yes, I need money, otherwise I'm going to starve. But most importantly, I want to meet people. And there's something about being social that cures all your sadness. Right? I'm not saying I was depressed, isolating myself in this room 24/7, but certainly having someone else to talk to, meeting new people, gives you a bigger vision of the world around you. Sometimes locking yourself in isolation can be a benefit. You know, a lot of serious thinkers and deep thinkers are born in solitude. But the issue is, trapping yourself in solitude for so long can have a negative effect. It can drive you insane. So it is to find that once in a while going out and touching some grass may be beneficial for you. Going out once in a while to bake in the sun may be beneficial to you. So it's to understand that we should definitely still be social and not lock ourselves away from the world. Because the world is not bad, nor is the people out there trying to get you. But sometimes we have bad judgment, thus, we may socialize with bad people or we may end up in a negative influence, which is why we have this perception of the world as bad or that the people we meet are going to be just as bad. It's because we have these negative experiences built up, but that is not because the world is bad, but because we made some unwise choices going into our life. And this is important because this goes to the topic I want to talk about, which is, have you been someone you're not lately to be around people you disagree with? And this is important because a lot of us think we have to be someone else. We have to be someone else. We have to be this person of someone else's expectation to gain their approval, to gain their validation, maybe because we had none before and we constantly seek validation for someone else. And we always latch onto somebody else's identity or somebody else's approval because that feels good. To be alone, to be a part of something apart from yourself is a great feeling. It's an addictive feeling. Which is why for a long time I associated myself with a bunch of people which I disagree with internally, but I knew the things I had to do to fit into that group. And although initially I gained the respect, I gained the reputation, I gained the feeling of belonging, that didn't last because that was fake. That was an illusion I created for myself. I beguiled myself into thinking that if I associate myself with these bad people, then I will solve all my problems. I will solve all my years of loneliness and years of rejection. Because I know if I hang around these people, I will gain the respect. I will gain the respect which I had never gotten before, something I was destined, I was desiring, I was craving for. So yes, initially I thought that solved my problem. I thought that to be around these people, then yes, my life would get better. And initially, it did feel like that. It did feel like I had finally, for once, gained the respect, gained the approval of other people, and I finally felt like I was a guy. But the thing is, that was fake. That was not real. Because internally, I know who I was. I was still the insecure kid. I was still the shy kid. I was still the fat kid who had no purpose in life. I was still this kid who was lost. So deep down inside, I know who I was. But externally, I may appear different to other people. I may appear as this person who made it in high school selling dope on the street and just making a living and making the best living. I was perhaps living the so called trapper life, and a lot of people looked up to that. And sure, externally, I may have displayed that image, but deep down internally, I know who I still was. Therefore, I couldn't keep a conversation. And what do I mean by that? Is when people approach me based on my external display of how I choose to be perceived as, I couldn't hold up a conversation simply because I don't know how to be that person I so want to be. I don't know how to be that because I am lying. I am lying to the people and I am lying to myself. I was trying to be someone I wasn't and I couldn't live up to it. Sure, I did for a while. And sure, eventually, if you stick with an identity for long enough, then you'll learn the behaviors and habits to be that person. But the thing is, that person isn't something you wanted to be. But that person, rather, you wanted to be because you know that will gain you something you so desire. That will fill a void that you have never gotten before from someone else. But the thing is, guys, it's okay to be lost. It's okay to feel like you're not a part of something. Because deep down inside, if you search for who you truly are, then you will find the people that will accept you for who you are, the genuine you. And the great thing about that is once you find out who you truly belong to, you don't have to fake it in life. You don't have to try to be someone else you're not. You don't have to try to do things you later regret because you can be you. And the thing is, guys, if you just fake who you are, if you're just trying to be someone you're not, then that is going to come bite you back in the ass. People who you think were your friends, who you think were your mates, are going to switch up on you the moment you stop giving them value. They're going to start switch up to you the moment somebody else that can provide more than you come across. And that's the thing being insincere, guys, because people know you are insincere. Your friends may not say it, but the thing is, they know you are a fake friend, and they know that you, or deep down inside, you are inauthentic, and that you may just be the loner that tried to be this cool kid, but everybody, and I mean everybody, can see through that crap. You may think that you're slick for doing this, for acting like who you're not, but the thing is, everyone can see through your own intentions. Because the fact is, you know who you are. Therefore, by trying to act as someone you're not, you're only being a more needier person. And therefore, you are really killing your chances of finding who you truly are. And that is not a great way to go in life. Because eventually, your so called friends are going to leave you, and you are going to be left alone more lost than before. So, I guess what I just want to say is don't try to be someone you're not, because it is not a great price to pay at the end. In the end, somebody will come and replace you. In the end, if you stop providing value, somebody will replace you, and you're going to get ditched, and nobody is going to care about you, because everybody can see through your act, your display, because you know what you are doing this for, and people can see your intentions. If they don't see it, they can at least feel your intentions. And that is because you know what your true intentions are. They know, and they might even feel that you are inauthentic, that you are not genuine. And they may see through that all the act, all the things you're doing for respect, for validation, for attention, is only because you yourself is a needy, insecure person who wants the approval of others. People can see through that crap, but people don't say it simply because they can still get something from you. But when they suck you dry, they are going to throw you out just like anyone else who came before you. So always stick to your true principles. Always stick with your true values. Because by doing so, yes, initially it may be lonely. But guess what? That is only because you are in a demographic where the people who you share the same belief with are not as common. But once you go out to the world and explore and meet new people, then you will understand and hopefully soon realize that you are not alone in this world and that many people think just like you. But the thing is, you cannot find those people if you don't go out and look for them. But just remember, the world has plenty for everyone. So don't feel like you are being left behind, or don't feel like that the world owes you something. Because the reason why you don't have it yet is because you haven't gone out to get it. That being said, it is going to be my first work block, and I am going to do that right now because I'm excited. Why? Because I didn't eat any carbs, therefore, my clarity is through the roof, and I know exactly what I need to be doing. So stay intentional, stay with your principles, and always be yourself, and don't be someone who you're not. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Hey guys, it's David here, and the time is currently 5:41. So today has been an amazing day because I came back, I didn't have carbs, I didn't have food, despite me wanting to eat something. Now, not having carbohydrates allowed me to think more clear. However, I couldn't say I was performing much better. Although I was performing more clearly, I was attacking my project with more clarity. That really didn't help me out too much, as the project I am working towards is quite challenging. So having clarity just makes you think more clear, but you may not be more productive. So that being said, I only spent about an hour on my project, as before after that I had to go buy some groceries for tonight's dinner. And just in a bit, I'm going to go downstairs and have that dinner, which is going to be a lot of carbohydrates. So I will be a bit fuzzy after that. But my intention is to come back here tonight and do a little bit more work on my project, perhaps spend the rest of my night here to work on my project, because I haven't yet achieved or done too much on my project. I haven't completed the task I want to do so far today. So I want to utilize the time I have left to do that. But that being said, I have to say that today hasn't been the most brilliant day as to how I have been articulating my words. I'm not sure exactly why that is the case, but it feels like I just have this pressure build up in my lungs where it's pretty hard for me to slow down and calm myself down to really control my tonality. Now, this is important because when I fail or when I have little control over my tonality and how I speak, it is a very clear indicator that I am having this excess fatigue build up. Now, a lot of us don't realize this, but once you perform less of what you normally can do otherwise easily, then it probably means something in your life is changing. As an example will be, for me, if I find it very difficult to control my tonality or to really speak clearly, then that means I have this excess fatigue or excess stress built up in the background. Now, what does this mean? Is that I need to reassess my life, figure out exactly why it is that I'm having this trouble to control my own tone of voice, to control my own set of actions. Because once we don't do this, if we are not really aware of the things happening to us at a subtle level, then eventually we're going to have this build up fatigue, which is going to run us down even more. It is like overtraining, guys. If you know you're overdoing it and you don't and you ignore the signs of overtraining, then you have to take a long week off. And obviously, we don't want to take a long week off. Of course, having a break will definitely be beneficial if that is the case. But why beat yourself down to that extent where you have to take 1 week away from doing what you love to do? Because having 1 week off might heal you from all the time you have done for yourself, but that kills momentum. And momentum is very important for you to keep if you are trying to build and sustain productive habits. But that being addressed, today's topic and my belief have not been articulated concisely and to what I want to say. Therefore, I'll revisit this topic when I have managed my own tonality and when I have managed my own set of words. Because quite frankly, guys, today it has been very difficult for me to actually grab the words I want to use. And this, once again, has been a clear indicator that fatigue has built up eventually. So I'm gonna find out what exactly has been going on in my life recently. But until that being said, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. But I hope you guys had learned something from this. But if not, like always, I'll be here for you guys tomorrow. But until then, good night.